and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellen Henry and I'm a circus performer and coach. Specifically, my favorite is handstands, and that brings me to today's video, which is going to be an upper body stretch that you can use for handstands if you want, or you can use it to warm up for maybe your upper body strength day or rock climbing, I don't know, or whatever you want. I love starting off with some dynamic circles, and you can go backwards and forwards and the other side, and forwards. You can also do this with both arms, so you can go forward and backwards. And then a really fun one is to go one arm forwards, one arm backwards, drawing those circles and then swapping. Ooh. Another really fun one that you can do is you can draw big circles going forwards and then slowly making the circle smaller and smaller. This one really kills your shoulders depending on how sore they are, until they're really small, and then change direction, going the other way, starting super small and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, my shoulders are dead. I did a workout this morning, so that's probably why. Alright, after this we're going to reach over to one side. This isn't like quite upper body, but I think it's important to warm up your sides for handstands as well, especially if you're doing like side bendy stuff. And then over to the other side. You really want to think about like making a nice big curve, and you're not like flat with that side. Dropping down to that foot, and you want to hold on to it and lean into this side, especially through that lat. And going over to the other side. And coming back up. Next we're gonna swing our arms back and forward. You can do this stuff standing. I just like doing it sitting down because I'm lazy. Haha. And then after this we're going to bring one arm across. I really like to include some static stretches in my warm-up because I find that usually I'm sore from like other things as well. Make sure you're really pushing that shoulder down away and not letting it come up. Other side. Stretching. Then I'm going to do triceps. Make sure you're like standing up straight and not letting your back arch over. And other side. Sometimes I like to include some foam rolling / some stretches using the foam roller. So to start off with, I'm just gonna roll from my upper back down to my mid back, not my lower back. We want to avoid that area. Oh, this this feels so nice. This is a great way if you like are really sore from like working out or doing any sort of like upper body strength things. It's a great way to loosen up those sore muscles. You can also stop and sit on spots that are like really tight and really sore and just breathe into it and try and feel when that muscle relaxes. You can kind of really spend as long or as little as you like doing this. Right there, yeah. Your back muscles, you end up using a lot when you handstand, so this will feel really good if you are handstanding a lot. Okay, one of my favorite ways to warm up my thoracic spine with a foam roller is to place it on about your bra line for my women, for my people that wear bras. Guys, this is about like just underneath at the top of your mid back, and with your bum anchored on the ground, you're going to lift your arms up and we're going to try and keeping that middle body like solid and straight, so not like arching it. You're just going to drop your upper body down and then bring it back up. And then you'll do this a bunch of times, really keeping that lower body nice and straight and just isolating your mid back. You can make it harder by having your arms straight above your head, or you can cradle your head. This is a great way to open up your upper back if you are doing more back flexible like handstands as well. So this is a great one to include in your warm up. Alright, coming over into our cat. This is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. So we want to push our shoulders down into the ground. And we can arch our back for now and include that in the stretch. If you do have really flexible shoulders, you can go up onto your fingers to get a little bit more depth. Okay, now we're going to round that back and really lock it off and just isolate our shoulders. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to bring one arm across our body and then use the other hand to sort of anchor it down into the ground, and then we're going to lean into that shoulder and get a nice lat stretch. You can add a bit more of a twist through your torso as well if you want. This one, when I'm warming up, I really like to get a bit of movement into this one. So leaning into that side and coming off it. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Alright, next we're going to get our thoracic spine nice and warm as well. Lying on your side, nice and stacked, arms straight out in front of you. Your top arm you want to push over your hand and then draw a big circle, really isolating the legs and just letting the bend and the twist come from your upper body. Drawing a big circle all the way around the top. Hopefully you have a bit more space than me. And then drawing it back over to the side. Gonna do 3 of these. And then we're gonna do the other side. If you are using this warm-up for handstands specifically, we will do some wrists as well. We can do little circles first, going both ways. Oh, mine is so cracky. And then we can, fingers facing up, pushing it back just very gently at first. Doing the other side. And then fingers facing down. And the other side. Another really great way to warm up your wrists is making fists and putting them together, and then putting those hands, the backs of your hands on the ground, and then you want to start out bent and see how far you can straighten those arms. People that do handstands a lot, this will be really hard. Like you can see, this is as far as I get. This is because it's stretching up through here, and this is really good because you're often doing the other way so much with handstands. And then on the ground, we'll do fingers facing back towards us. Very gently just doing this to try and start to warm up the wrists. And then the other way. And giving those wrists a nice shake out. So, something very exciting, if you watched my last video, was or if you haven't, I have created my very first online handstand course. It's a beginner course, but it's also great for intermediate handstanders who feel like they need to improve on their foundations or get a bit stronger, or who are working on trying to get that straight handstand shape. I'm so excited for this course to be launched and live, and I will leave a link down below so you can check that out if you want to learn more about it. And yeah, if you're watching this video when it comes out, you have less than 24 hours to jump on the launch special, which is 30% off only for like 24 more hours. So jump on that, because I don't think I will ever have like a discount this big ever again. So now's your chance, get it while it's on this lower price, and I'm so excited to have you in the course if you want to sign up for it. Alright, that is a little upper body warm up for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and hit that subscribe button to see more, and the little notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. And I will see you next time. Bye! Windy today. Expose. So windy. It's ridiculous. It's so windy today, which is also why I'm filming inside, because I wouldn't even be able to film outside, like it's that loud. So